Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Noob Network in another Explain 10 tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to start the Boeing 747-400 from cold and dark. Here we go. Alright, here we are. So, this is fairly simple tutorial. First thing we're going to do is come up to the overhead panel, and we are going to select the battery right here. Turn that on. Battery's now on. Everything, your avionics, your autopilot, everything should come on now. Next thing you want to do is go above it to these utility switches. Right there where the flashing blue is. Turn those both to the on position. Alright, you're ready to start the APU generator. So you're going to come to this switch right here, and you're going to turn it and hold it into the start position. You should begin to hear the generator turning on. Now you're going to wait for the external generator 1 button to light up, and it's going to say available right there. You saw it? Come on. Right there. It's going to say available right there in the red. You're going to tap that to the on position. You're now ready to turn on all your breakers. So you're going to come right below it to these buttons here. You're going to turn on all of these except for this one. You're not gonna turn on that one. That one's gonna stay off. Now ready to come down here to your engine switches. These do not turn on your engines, just the electric power to them. So go ahead and tap those buttons there. Next thing you're going to do is come to your center controls, and right here, you're going to turn those on. You're going to turn on your mains, your gyros, your main 3 gyros, and your main 4 switches. So you can kind of tell how this is going in an order almost. We came down the left panel, down the center panel, and now we're going to go down the right panel, as you could probably imagine. Come up to the very top. Turn on your yaw dampers, upper and lower, right there. And turn those both on. Then you can come all the way to the bottom panel. Bottom right, farthest panel, right above the lights. You're going to turn on every switch in there. That is your APU generators. Okay, all your electrics are set. You are now ready to start the engine. Now on this particular aircraft, your engine startup sequence goes 4, 1, 2, 3. So you're going to start your engines in that order, 4, 1, 2, 3. So you're going to start with 4. You're going to come right here to this is your engine switch panel right here. You're going to tap 4. The light's going to come on. But you don't have any gas to the engine. You have to turn on the gas. To come here to the center panel right behind the throttle. These 4 buttons, you're going to turn engine 4 to run. That's your fuel mixture, just like in your Cessna 172 Skyhawk. That is your that's not your magnetos, but that's your mixture ratio, fuel to engine. So, now that that's done, you're going to come to this is your engine viewing panel. You should see engine 4 right there, starting up. We're now going to wait for that to be stable. It's going to take a minute, but it'll be worth it when you can fly your airplane. Now, 2 things you want to make sure of before you ever start anything. You want to make sure parking brake is set to on. You can see that in the bottom left corner too. Red is engaged, blue and green is disengaged. You're also going to want to make sure your throttle is in the downward position to the back. See it on the left, and then you want to make sure your reverse thrusters are forward right there. Your reverse thrusters need to be forward. All the way forward. Okay, you're good. That's good. So let's check our engine. Still powering up. Still powering up. Oh, it appears to be stable now. It's a weird number. It's not usually stable at this, but once your numbers stop, you're good. Also, what you want to make sure of is that your gear's down. Always make sure your gear's in the downward position. Even if you're sitting on the ground, you need to know that it's engaged. So that's going to be green above gear in the downward position. Also, before you take off, you're going to want to make sure your flaps are set to 11 on this particular aircraft. I have mine set at 0 because I'm not actually flying, but that's that. Alright, engine 1 is good, or engine 4 is good. So we're going to come and do the same thing to engine 1. 4, 1, 2, 3. We've already done 4. Let's go to 1. So tap that. Come down here to the run and cut off. Turn on engine 1. Now I'm going to wait for that to power up. Right here you can see engine 1 is starting to turn over. Power up. So there's that. We'll wait for that engine to power up. If you come down here, you can see that engines 1 and 4 are powered up on the very ends of the wings. I decided to film this in Hawaii. I like the runway. I like the scenic view. You can see the city off in the distance there. This is Oahu. Very beautiful. I can't wait to show you guys this from the air. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay. Let's check on our engine. Stable, just as we saw it. Alright, so there's engine number 1 powered up. Gonna come up here to engine number 2 now. Power up engine number 2. We've done 4 and 1. 4, 1, 2, 3. So 4, 1 are done, and now we're on 2. So hit that light just as I did. Come down here to our switch panel. Turn engine 2 to run. That's your fuel. That'll give you fuel. You can't run the engine without it. Sorry, I hit the microphone. Can't run the engine without that. Let's go ahead and say hi to our pilots. On the right side, that is our captain, Mr. Noob himself. And then Jimmy Neutron is over on the left side. He is our co-captain for the day. He's a noob. That's why we call it the Noob Network here. So, that is that. Let's head back into the cockpit. If you want to see an autopilot video, I can make one, but I'll have to reinform myself on the autopilot in this plane. It's very, very complicated, but I'm sure I can explain it. Okay, so all our engines 4, 1, and 2 are stable. Let's see if we could start engine number 3. So 4, 1, 2, 3. We're on the last one, number 3. Coming back down to the forward panel. And switch on that fuel to the run position. You should now be able to see from the outside of the aircraft that all your engines are on. By this point, you should be ready to go pick up passengers at the gate. Way over there, those buildings. Not in this video. That's a long taxi. It's a long way to taxi in this giant aircraft, especially when there's little Cessnas running everywhere and Learjets. So, there you are. Your engines are stable. If you ever want to turn off the airplane, just do all that in reverse. You don't even have to do that in reverse, right, Mr. Noob? Correct. You are correct. So just make sure everything's turned off. That's the main point. That's the main thing to do, is make sure everything's turned off and that everyone is happy and everyone's safe. Most importantly, everyone on the airplane is safe. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, maybe even hit that like button. Comment down below what you thought about this video. I try to explain everything as well as I can. I mean, there's other videos out there, probably better, but I hope this helps. And I want you to go check out my other video, LIFT LINGO. That's L-I-N-G space L-I-N-G-O. LIFT LINGO. subscribe to that, turn on notifications on both channels, and I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did. Have a good one.